Which of the following is true about the image shown below? Okay, so we have a cast partial denture framework. For Kennedy's class 2 modification 1. Why is it important for us to know? Because the direct retainer used for distal extension are different as compared to tooth bound area. So this is a distal extension case on one side and tooth bound on the other side. Okay, this is the distal extension, this is the tooth bound edentulous area. This is Kennedy's class 2 modification 1 with rod clasp. Kennedy's class 2 with ring clasp. Kennedy's class 1, okay. Kennedy's class 2 modification with bell clasp. We already know this is Kennedy's class 2 modification 1 because there is a unilateral edentular space behind the remaining natural teeth. That's class 1, class 2, sorry. And there is one modification space. The posterior most area determines the classification. That is why we give this a priority. So that eliminates option 2 and 3 completely. Okay. Now we have to differentiate between a rod clasp and a bell clasp. Now what is a rod clasp? Rod clasp is nothing but a combination clasp. A bell clasp is more of a circumferential clasp with a bell-shaped design. Circumferential, but it has a bell configuration. So here in the image, this one is a combination clasp. Now I will tell you why this is a combination clasp. A combination clasp always engages the mesiobuccal undercut. Okay, if you look at this image over here, it is coming from the minor connector and engaging mesiobuccally. That is a characteristic feature of a combination clasp, and it is soldered here to minor connector. It is made up of wrought alloy. The retentive arm is made up of wrought alloy, which is more flexible. Okay, so the correct answer is Kennedy's class 2 modification 1 with rod clasp. Here are a few examples of distal extension areas so that if there are similar questions you can answer well. This is a modified T clasp, which is a gingivally approaching clasp or a roach clasp. So you see it is only half T and it is engaging the distobuccal undercut, correct? This is an I bar, mesial rest, and the proximal plate is here. This is RPI, engaging the gingival undercut in the middle part. The third one is an interproximal ring clasp, similar to a reverse circulate clasp, engaging the distobuccal undercut. Combination clasp on the other side comes from the minor connector and engages the mesiobuccal undercut. So it is given in areas of mesiobuccal undercut, and this is a simple circulate clasp or Akers clasp, not used in distal extension cases, used in only tooth bound edentulous areas. This is the buccal side and this is the lingual side, the retentive tip going below the crest of contour. Okay, so these are a few configurations that we must remember, and the given image is that of a rod clasp for Kennedy's class 2 modification 1.